What is your take? What are your expectations as we hear from the finance minister on Thursday?
There are a whole lot of proposals that I have in my mind that I want to share.
Right.
One, the government must come out with concrete ideas that work, not ideas that are populist in nature, that do not inure to the benefit of this country. They must get this thing straight. Two, they must have a modest approach to issues, all right, than promising heaven and earth that you cannot deliver. And the third, they must do well to cut waste and stamp up corruption. You see, we don't have much, so we need to be able to manage the very little that we have prudently. And that is why I'm calling for this. And then there must be dedication and commitment towards, strengthening the frontiers of the country's economy without, any delay at all. And of course, there must be strict enforcement of the rules of the game. Anybody who doesn't play ball according to the rules of the game, they should get the courage to sanction people who want to thwart the effort of government in this direction. And above all, the size of government, why? It should go down. And so that we reduce the bill that we pay in that direction. I'm so surprised that we are struggling to have resources, and still the toll booth conversation has not been, up again. We need to bring it back so that the government will look at it and then go in straight away. You are looking for resources, something that gives you something small, you have thrown it away. And where are you going to get the resources from? So I think government must reflect on these things and do it in no time. They have no time to waste, because the more they waste time on this thing, the more the problem get compounded. And then it becomes what? Available materials for opposition to feed on, to build their messages during campaign, because they have very little time. They have very little time.
On the back of the bit about the allowances of Council of State members, I'm saying this on the back of a message that came in as we put together our reportage yesterday. Someone commented that these members of the Council of State are mostly retirees, so to speak. They've lived their lives, got what they would get, and that per the Supreme Court, whatever decisions they adopt is just counsel. It is not binding on the executive in the first place. So they should be willing to serve the state gratis, for free. What do you think? Some say they shouldn't even be getting any allowances. What is your take on that?
No, I disagree vehemently that we cannot build this state on empty stomach. I've said it and I'll repeat it here. All right. Yes, let us remember that we are looking for quality of people to man that office, to give quality counsel. And these are people who have distinguished themselves in their various fields of endeavor. Are you saying that you are getting their services for free? No, that would be unfair to them, because they are doing a service for the state. Other than that, they must be relaxing in their home and counseling their family and all that. But they are serving the country for the last time, all right? They need to have some remuneration. But you see, all this type of arguments, if you tie it with the Supreme Court decision that the advice is just, their decisions are just advice and it's not binding on government. I believe that if we want to make effective use of this body and pay the right, remuneration for their effort, we must quickly put them into the second chamber. There, the advice become binding. There, when you are paying, you pay. And then you know that you derive the necessary support from them. Because, look, sometimes we have difficult bills before Parliament, and Parliament find it difficult to pass and all that. If you have a body like this as a second chamber full of experienced people who are fearless, they have no sympathy for things that are unnecessary for the advancements of this country. When you have them as a second chamber, they have the courage, they have the tenacity to withstand all pressure and come out with meaningful legislation.
So you're basically speaking of a bicameral legislature.
Exactly so, because you are paying them. There is a group of people who are experts. They have all manner of ideas and knowledge, experience, all there is they have. And then you are also, financing the activities. Why don't you put them at, a body that their decision will be binding on government instead of it being an advisory body? I believe that that's the direction we should go. And there are people that we can't throw away at all. This is the time when people they are able to deliver. what the public require from them, because look, they have no skeleton, they have nothing, they have distinguished themselves, they want to leave a legacy for the country. So we should be able to design our system in such a way that we drop them into a system that they will be able to give us the best for this country.